streaming live on News8000.com. This is News 8 Now, This Morning.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Alexandra Carter.
I'm Jeff Andrews.
It is Thursday, January 11th, 2024. Waking up to a fresh coat of snow. I know some of the director's cars who were here overnight were covered in snow this morning, just walking into the newsroom. So give yourself a little extra time to get that snow off, right?
Exactly. So, I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of times people just get in the car and go, maybe run the wipers. You need the visibility.
Oh, yeah.
All around, so
yeah, you don't want to be driving with just like a little handprint.
Exactly, which I've done way too many times.
Same.
Guilty as charged. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, and we have more snow ahead.
Yes.
More substantial system that we have ahead. For us, I'm thinking tomorrow morning into Saturday morning, the weather alerts are in place as of tonight. In the pink, winter storm warning. What you're seeing in the bluish gray, that is a winter storm watch. That's going to change. I would bet on that. An alert night, alert day for our Friday and into Saturday. Snow, yes, accumulating, blowing and drifting. The winds are going to certainly pick up, more so than what we even dealt with on Tuesday. That impacts the travel from several aspects, makes it harder to remove the snow, and then also it piles up as well. I-90 and south. Those are the biggest concerns at this point. The snow that we got, it's moved off. We have the cloud cover right now. Temperatures in the 20s across the area. For example, 26 in La Crosse, 27 Eau Claire. Everybody else in the general vicinity. We go through the day. Not a big change as far as the temperatures today. We probably will see a little bit of sun along the way, along with the west-northwest winds. And today, kind of the calmer day. All right, a stronger storm for our Friday. The blowing and drifting. And the big temperature change, the main things I want you to know. I'll go through that in detail. I have your full forecast in less than 10 minutes. Alexandra?
All right, Jeff, we will see you then. Time now for our morning headlines. GOP presidential rivals Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis went head-to-head last night for a final debate ahead of next week's Iowa caucus. While frontrunner former President Donald Trump held a dueling event of his own at the same time. It all came the same day the Republican presidential pool got smaller, with former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie suspending his campaign. CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has the latest from New York, where the former president is expected back in court.
Just days before the Republican caucuses kick off in Iowa, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis in their first head-to-head debate.
There's going to be a lot of Ron's lies that have happened.
If she says she's never said something, that definitely means she said it.
The two GOP rivals sparred over their truthfulness while offering themselves as the alternative to frontrunner former President Donald Trump.
He said he was going to drain the swamp. He did not deliver that.
I don't think that President Trump is the right president to go forward.
The former president declined to appear at the debate, instead headlining a solo town hall on Fox News. Trump taking a calmer stance regarding getting revenge on past political opponents.
I'm not going to have time for retribution. We're going to make this country so successful again.
The former president spoke sparingly about his stack of legal issues during the town hall, and he's not speaking today when he shows up to court in New York for closing arguments in his civil fraud trial. The judge ruled Trump couldn't make his own closing arguments in the case after refusing to abide by a provided list of conditions.
There isn't a path for me to win the nomination.
Meanwhile, in New Hampshire, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie announced he's suspending his campaign. Christie caught on a hot mic before the event, taking swipes at Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley, saying, quote, "DeSantis called me petrified, and she's going to get smoked. She's not up to this."
And no one.
CNN says GOP presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy was not invited to the debate last night. He didn't qualify. The businessman aired a campaign ad during the debate, urging viewers to turn it off. To China now, where Chinese hackers may have targeted a U.S. research organization last month. That's the word from U.S. cybersecurity firm Volexity. The firm says hackers exploited 2 flaws found on a popular virtual private networking software. Volexity did not release which organization was impacted by the hack, but says they conduct research on geopolitics. The software's developers say they're working to fix the flaws and that customers should take additional steps to better protect their information. Downtown La Crosse's planned LAX food hall will not open due to a legal dispute and eviction filing. The LAX food hall was meant to house multiple food vendors. It was supposed to open last December. Online court records show Great River Property Management filed to evict LAX Food Hall and owner Zachary Switzer Tuesday. LAX Food Hall claims the lease held them responsible only for space upgrades, not overall building upgrades. They released a statement on Facebook saying they encountered major hurdles, including outdated safety codes, asbestos, black mold, and a collapsing floor. The property management company says the food hall stopped paying rent in October and now owes $26,000. They also allege they removed parts of the building without approval. Construction companies also filing suit after waiting for payments. The eviction case has a hearing January 26th. Nearly $23 million from the American Rescue and Infrastructure Act has been invested into community projects around La Crosse County. The League of Women Voters of the La Crosse area held a lunch and learn to review how that money was spent. Some of the largest chunks of money went to a South Side assisted living facility and homeless housing. $12 million, or about half of the fund, went to completely transform the Hillview Terrace assisted living facility. The next largest chunk was $3 million that went toward homeless housing.
We entered an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with Catholic Charities and Cooley Cap, and they are administering this money. They are buying properties to place homeless families into the properties for up to 2 years and helping them then get into permanent housing.
Some other things the money supported were stormwater infrastructure, neighborhood revitalization, and solar power for county buildings. Turning now to some morning medical news, the American Cancer Society estimated nearly 2 million Americans would be diagnosed with cancer last year and that more than 609,000 would die. According to the National Institutes of Health's National Cancer Institute, if the disease is detected while in the earlier stages, your odds of being treated are more effective. Mandy Gaither takes a look at some of the cancer screenings you may want to put on your calendar this year.
They're powerful weapons against a potentially life-threatening disease. Screenings can detect cancer early.
Many cancers found with screening techniques are actually quite curable.
The American Cancer Society says the top 5 cancer screenings to set up in 2024 start with a mammogram. The organization recommends women at age 40 start talking to their doctor about scheduling one. By age 45, every woman should have an annual mammogram. Women with a higher risk of breast cancer may need screening earlier.
And women that are younger, often with dense breast, may need additional testing even beyond a mammogram.
Next, set up a colorectal cancer screening for people who aren't at high risk based on factors like family history or a previous polyp. There's a home test. Those at average risk or higher should get a colonoscopy starting at age 45. Your results will dictate how often this screening is needed. Third, prostate cancer screening. That's recommended for men starting between the ages of 45 and 50. And by age 50, it should be an annual discussion with their doctor. African Americans and others at higher risk for this disease may need screening as early as age 40. Fourth, screening for cervical cancer, which is most often caused by the human papillomavirus or HPV.
Women should start by age 25, have an HPV test.
That test can be done at the same time as a patient's pap smear. And finally, set up a lung cancer screening starting at age 50 for smokers or former smokers with a 20-pack year history. For Health Minute.
And if you'd like to determine your smoker pack history, multiply the number of years you've smoked by the number of packs you smoke on average each day. A new study reveals nearly 1 in every 10 teens worldwide have used weight loss products. Researchers estimate that just shy of 9% of teens used common over-the-counter weight loss products like diet pills, laxatives, and diuretics. Health officials say these products are risky to both the physical and mental health of children. They've reportedly been linked to eating disorders, low self-esteem, depression, and substance abuse in teens, and have also been associated with poor nutritional intake and unhealthy weight gain in adulthood. New research shows black people are more likely to experience strokes and do so at a younger age than many of their white counterparts. According to a study by the American Academy of Neurology, the stroke rate among black people is about 80% higher than white people. The good news is that strokes are decreasing overall. From 93 to 2015, the rate of strokes per 100,000 people went from 230 to 188. The time now is 6:09. Still ahead on your morning news, a new lawsuit accuses Starbucks of sourcing coffee beans from supply chains that have committed serious human rights abuses. We'll take a look just ahead. And the Consumer Price Index is expected to be released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics tomorrow. After the break, we'll take a look at how the new report could impact your bank account throughout the new year. That and more coming up later. For now, we're sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Well, those New Year's resolutions had a good run, but now it's officially Girl Scout cookie season. There are no new cookies this season, but old favorites like Thin Mints and Samoas will still be sold. However, getting your Girl Scout cookie fix will cost you a little more this year. That's because the price of a box is going up from $5 to $6. Online orders start next month, but if there's a Girl Scout in your family, you'll be able to snag a box sooner. Don't go anywhere. Your consumer news at News 8 Now this morning is just after the break.
Where's the best place for local fresh quality meat? The Holman Locker and Meat Market, of course. Purchase a minimum of 25 pounds of 90% lean ground beef for $4.79 per pound or 85% lean for $4.49 per pound. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With inflation rising at record levels and incomes not keeping pace, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get one for $1.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got
Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
News 8 Now presents Center Stage, powered by Maury's. Now, what we want to talk to everybody about is the Center Stage program.
Maury's is proud to partner up and really support nonprofits in our community.
A lot of these places don't have a budget to advertise with. So Maury's stepped out and said, we're going to donate this time and we're going to let the community know.
We have 7 great stores that are participating, which is all in the Cooley region. So there's a lot of opportunity to help these nonprofits.
And we'll see you on the next Center Stage, brought to you by Maury's.
Holman Locker and Meat Market, your place for fresh, quality local meat. Now's the time to stock up with our winter freezer filler bundle. Call and order yours today. Eat healthy. Shop local at your Holman Locker and Meat Market and much, much more.
It's almost 6:13. Good morning. Glad you're with us. We had some light snow overnight. See where it is? It's moved off to the east out of our area. Cloudy skies at this point across the area. Likely some breaks in the cloud cover as we get a little further into our day as well. One upside, 23 right now. That's what I'm showing in Winona. Eau Claire 27, 24 in Ladysmith. Further south, Prairie du Chien 22, 20 in Boscobel. In La Crosse right now, we're at 26. It's generally 20s across the area. Here's what I'm expecting for highs today. West Salem 28, same for Bangor, Mindoro. La Crosse on Alaska, Holman about 27, all in the same ballpark for the most part. Further south, similar situation. I wouldn't call it really any warmer. Viroqua 26, Soldiers Grove 28, Lynxville and Harpers Ferry about 28, 27 for Prairie du Chien today. Whitehall 27, Arcadia 27 also for Blair. Their highs today, a few spots closer to 30. Stanley likely to hit 30 for the high temperature today, 28 in Ladysmith. Bloomer about 28 as well. Fall Creek about 27 for the high temperature. You're outside this morning, 20s. I think it's going to be cloudy when you're outside, but on the calm side, the winds will be light. Not expecting the precipitation in the form of snow. 26 and cloudy the afternoon, but tonight potentially into our Friday and the weekend, we have some winter weather alerts to go through. I'll do that in your full forecast. That's in less than 5 minutes.
In your consumer news this morning, the ad-supported version of Netflix is reaching 23 million monthly active users. That means the new tier has added around 8 million users in just the last 2 months. The streaming giant launched the ad-supported option in the U.S. and other English-speaking countries in 2022. It costs $6.99 a month, with ads ranging from 10 to 60 seconds. Starbucks is being sued for false advertising. The National Consumers League filing the suit, accusing the coffeehouse chain of deceptive marketing of its coffee and tea products. According to the group, Starbucks misrepresented that it is, quote, committed to 100% ethical coffee sourcing. The lawsuit says the company's coffee beans and tea leaves come from supply chains tied to human rights and labor abuses. In a statement, Starbucks is denying the claims. Amazon is announcing layoffs across its film and streaming divisions. The tech and e-commerce giant says it'll eliminate hundreds of Prime Video positions. It'll also lay off about 35% of the staff at Twitch. That's the video game streaming platform Amazon owns. Twitch has yet to turn a profit since Amazon bought it in 2014, according to Fortune. Finally, another round of layoffs will hit Amazon's film production division, Amazon MGM Studios. Amazon is one of the biggest employers worldwide, with about 1.5 million employees as of late 2022. Although you may have made some New Year's financial resolutions already, you might want to take a look at what some economists are expecting of the long year ahead. One of those reports, the Consumer Price Index, will be released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics tomorrow. That report will take a look at how the prices for goods and services has changed over time. Jen Sullivan takes a look at how inflation and prices for goods will impact your bank account in 2024.
As we kick off 2024, the question for many consumers is how inflation will impact their wallet this year. There are a variety of indicators which show how the economy is doing, like the recent report that showed 216,000 jobs were added in December, exceeding expectations.
We have seen very strong GDP growth too, right? Productivity is above 5%. So that means that the inflation rate, right, combined with wage growth, there is some room for workers to keep doing better without having inflationary pressure.
While inflation is cooling, the cost of goods is still high. And interest rates remain high, which means if you're looking to buy a house or car this year, the cost to borrow that money will be more. And it doesn't look like those numbers will come down anytime soon.
Well, the Fed won't start talking about when they're going to cut rates. Market expectations are now forming that we'll see an interest rate cut in the middle of 2024.
If you are in the market to buy a home or car this year, experts say start getting your finances in order now. Check your credit reports. Monitor your credit score. If you can, save 20% down payment. Review home buying assistance programs. And lastly, pay down your other consumer debt. The good news is that financial experts predict interest rates for homes and cars will likely come down before the Fed makes any changes.
Interest rates on mortgages and automobiles will begin coming down well in advance of that, and they already are.
That does it for your morning consumer news. The time now is 6:18. Let's check in with News 8 meteorologist Jeff Andrews, who is tracking some more snow.
Got a little bit overnight, but really tracking what's ahead for us tonight into Friday and early Saturday morning, actually. Winter storm warning, all the area that you see in this color, the pinkish, the rest, a winter storm watch. Now, the track still evolving. Some shifts could change things up. Perhaps areas further north and west, aka Eau Claire, could see less snow and not have a warning. All right, we're watching it closely though. The winter storm warning goes in place later on tonight into Saturday, as I said. The snow, accumulating snow. We're going to add the wind in there as well. It's going to be pretty gusty, blowing, drifting. It piles it up. It makes it harder for the snow removal. You clear it off and it comes right back on the roadways. Worse conditions as far as the roadways, and really overall I-90 and south is the way things are looking. Yeah, you can see we got a little bit of snow on the overnight. Things are pretty quiet right now. They're going to be pretty quiet through the day today. This is what it looks like in the bigger picture, the light snow that we had. This is what I'm watching develop as we get closer to the weekend. You see, it's just mainly cloudy skies. Over the last 3 hours, the snow has moved off to the east. Probably some breaks in the cloud cover today as well. That's one upside. We haven't certainly seen a lot of sun over the last month. 26 La Crosse, cloudy right now. Feels like 21 with a light northwest wind. Eau Claire, 27, light wind as well. Similar situation. Now, on the subject of the winds, today not a big deal. As I jump into our Friday, I'm going to go right to Friday afternoon. You see the colors, that's indicative. Brighter colors, more intensity. And look at some of these numbers at that point too. These are steady winds. It's showing 40-mile-an-hour steady winds, Boscobel. Perhaps strong gusts as well. Thus the blowing and drifting likely to take us into Saturday morning as well. We go through our day today. You see we have a lot of cloud cover. Then we get into the afternoon, perhaps some sunshine for us at that point. Then I'm going to take you to Friday morning, at least via this model. By early, well, like 9 o'clock-ish, it's starting to show the snow making its way into our area. Once again, the timing's still evolving. I'm seeing a lot of uncertainty. Into the afternoon hours, still a lot of us may not be seeing snow at that point, but more widespread, especially as we get into Friday night and then lingering into Saturday morning as well. In the bigger picture, I want to show you how this is evolving. All right, here's what our afternoon looks like today. This starts rolling in. This is Friday morning, widespread across the state as we get later on Friday morning. Snowfall potential. This is kind of how it breaks down over the stretch. Northwest to southeast, the snow tallies, they increase. Today, maybe 27 our high. Tonight down to 19. An alert day, the snow heavy at times on our Friday, perhaps 27 for the high temperature. Friday night dipping down to 19. On Saturday, some lingering snow. It's going to be breezy on Saturday as well, high of 19. Saturday night down to -7. Sunday's high with some sun, a mere 1. We have some cold days and cold nights ahead, Alexandra.
Yes, we do. Thank you, Jeff. The time now is 6:22, still ahead on your morning news. Some La Crosse area law enforcement officers trying to help raise awareness on how to better assist people struggling with mental health issues.
Lots of great action on the college hardwood last night. The UWL men's basketball team looking for its second straight conference win, plus both Viterbo teams tipping off conference play. All those highlights coming up in the Blitz.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's right, a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50 this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
News 8 Now and the Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees in parks with notes attached to them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Donations will be accepted at the Co-op Credit Union location in Alaska.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Order now at papamurphys.com.
It's the January clearance event at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find incredible savings on closeouts, floor samples, and overstocks. Sofas from Flexsteel and Smith Brothers, casual dining from John Thomas and Cannondale, bedrooms by Canal Dover and Daniels Amish, and the area's best selection of quality leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. It's all in stock, ready for immediate delivery, and all at real savings. Hurry in for the best selection during the January clearance. It's on now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Escape the chaos of everyday life and experience true relaxation and improved health at Revive Wellness Spa. Unlike any spa in the area, Revive Wellness Spa is your first choice for self-care. Our services include red light therapy, meditation pod, an infrared sauna, a float tank, and so much more. Call or book online today and receive up to 60% off your first service. Don't forget to ask about our detox specials.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spent. That's right, a 25-cent fuel saver for every $50 this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Welcome to the Blitz. Despite the weather, we've had some great action at the high school level this week, but last night the focus shifted to the college ranks. The UWL men's basketball team got a thrilling win in double OT over the weekend. Eagles looking to make it 2 straight last night. Let's head to Mitchell Hall. Lacrosse hosting UW Stout. Toma grad Dustin DeRusso hit the game winner on Saturday. Sophomore picking up right where he left off. DeRusso puts the Eagles up 11. Then later in the half, it's the freshman, Sam Grieger, going to work. Check out these moves. The turnaround J is true. 13-point lead for the home team. And then it's DeRusso staying hot from downtown. He splashes home the 3. Lead up to 16 for the Eagles. Other end, Blue Devils battling back. George Charlo from way beyond the arc. He connects on the 3. Stout within 11, but the Eagles claw right back, and the freshman not playing like one. Stutter step, a couple of fakes, another score for Grieger. And then check this out. Grieger pulling up from deep. Yes, sir. Plus the foul. 4-point play for the Eagles. UWL gets its second straight conference win, 77-69. Both Viterbo teams tipping off conference play last night. We'll start with the ladies. They were hosting Waldorf. Late fourth, Warriors pull ahead by 6 after this lay-in by Brooke Dial. With the V-Hawks soaring back, Emma Wagner strong to the cup. The senior puts it in. Viterbo forces overtime, and in the extra frame, V-Hawks flying away with it. Great passing leads to this lay-in by Emily McCurdy. Viterbo pulls in front. V-Hawks pull away. Later in OT, Marley Hughes, pretty finish off the glass. V-Hawks open up conference play with the win, 83-78 the final in overtime. Right after that thriller, the men's team took the court. Same 2 programs going at it. Viterbo getting big-time contributions from Jack Monis. He led the way with 24 for the V-Hawks, but Waldorf, a lot of firepower on the other end. Big-time slam puts the Warriors up by 8, and the visitors keep pouring it on. Later in the half, Khalil Grayson beelines to the cup, lays it in off the glass. Waldorf still in control, and the Warriors start heating up from downtown. Grayson again, this time splashing home the 3. Then it's Noah Miller's turn from NBA range. Warriors go up 14. V-Hawks drop their conference opener, 86-70. Badgers looking for their 4th straight conference win to open the year. Wisconsin taking on Ohio State. Badgers looking good early. AJ Storr with the big-time flush. Close one early on, but the Badgers start going to work down low. Tyler Wall in the paint. Big man moves from the 5th-year senior. Badgers eventually pull away, and this is the exclamation point. Storr on the break. He throws it down with authority. Wisconsin wins its 4th straight conference game to open the season. Badgers take it 71-60 over Ohio State. Let's go to Boston. T-Wolves in a thriller against the Celtics. 4th quarter, Minnesota up 3. Naz Reid doubles the lead. Wolves pull ahead by 6. But on the other end, Jason Tatum going to work. Regulation would not be enough to settle this one. We'd go to overtime, and in OT, same story. Tatum showing why he's one of the best in the game. Big-time flush, and then another score. Celtics pull in front. A game-high 45 on the night for Tatum. Celtics survive in overtime, 127-120. That's going to do it for the Blitz. We'll see you tonight.
Ashley's New Year's sale is extended. It's your last chance to shop Hot Buys for every room of your home. And right now you can shop new collections with 0% interest through January 2029 in-store only. Celebrate and save today. Only at Ashley.
Hey, Dominic here with great recipes using our Italian Pleasing. For Italian mushrooms, use a pint of mushrooms, 1 stick of butter, and 1 tablespoon of Italian Pleasing. Put in a slow cooker and cook on high for 4 hours. For Italian green beans, fry 4 chopped slices of bacon with 1/2 chopped onion. Cook 1 bag of green beans, combine everything, add in 1 teaspoon of Italian Pleasing. Get Italian Pleasing and over 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse.
Mwah! At Union State Bank, we provide quality products and services to help make your banking easier. When it comes to your money, you want a bank you can rely on.
As you grow, so will your financial goals. It's important to have a partner who listens and responds with honest recommendations you can trust.
Our team is not only committed to serving the families and businesses in our community, we are also from the community.
We're here for you, and we welcome you to bank with us. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one?
You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage.
What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this.
I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
Spectrum Mobile brings you our best deal to start the new year. Now you can get unlimited mobile for $15 per line. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line with no added taxes or hidden fees and no contracts. Save over $1,400 for the first year. Call 855-231-7007. Spectrum Mobile includes nationwide 5G and the fastest wireless speeds with unlimited talk, text, and data. Switch to Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for just $15 per line. Call 855-231-7007 or visit a Spectrum store near you.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity, one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
Ashley's New Year's mattress sale is extended with 0% interest through January 2029 on in-store mattress purchases. Get 50% off select Sealy mattresses or 25% off select Ashley Sleep mattresses. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Welcome back. A mental health crisis can be terrifying and tragic. Now, La Crosse law enforcement agencies are arming themselves with compassion. The La Crosse PD and La Crosse County Sheriff's Department recently completed a 2-day crisis intervention partners training to better serve community members battling mental illness. News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis reports.
Alex, Mental Health Awareness Month is in the month of May, but city officials refuse to wait till then to educate the community on what some individuals deal with on a daily basis.
This is a 2-day course for our partners and our stakeholders in our community that also work with people in our community who are living with mental illness.
Captain Avery Schott says that this CIP course is similar to what law enforcement has to go through, but theirs is a 5-day crisis intervention training course.
And CIP we just started last year, so this is our 2nd year. We try to run the training at least once a year, if possible.
Schott says there are some similarities with the CIP and the CIT program, but of course there are some differences.
It's just a philosophy shift. It's how we approach people in crisis in our community and providing the right way to approach somebody, the de-escalation skills. What resources do we have in our community to support members of our community?
A segment that this course will share with you is a hearing voices simulation.
It's an opportunity for them to go through an exercise that simulates somebody that may be living with a mental illness where they hear voices and what that might sound like for somebody, and to build that empathy, to build that compassion.
Question, Persuade, and Refer, or QPR training was another segment at this course. Schott says that days like today are vital because it is simply about learning.
It gives us an opportunity to take information and knowledge that we have and to share it with our partners, to share it with our stakeholders, so that we together are supporting and helping community members and those in our community living with mental illness.
And if you or anyone you know is dealing with a mental illness, one of the quickest ways to receive assistance is to simply dial 211. Alex.
All right, Shaq, thank you. Well, the U.S. saw close to a 2% drop in planet-warming pollution last year, according to a new report put out by the nonpartisan Rhodium Group. The amount of pollution emitted by the U.S. now at its lowest level since 1991. The group says the recent retiring of some coal-fired power plants, the use of more renewable energies like wind, solar, and nuclear, as well as the use of more electric and zero-emission vehicles on the road helped lower pollution levels. The Upper Mississippi River National Wildlife and Fish Refuge is celebrating 100 years. The refuge was created after a law was passed in 1924 to authorize the acquisition of the land. Since then, it's ensured the preservation of the Mississippi River and its wildlife residents. The Friends of Pools 7 and 8, which lie in the river refuge, kicked off the anniversary celebrations with a proclamation signing.
We're kicking it off with proclamations. We're asking townships, cities, conservation group, any group that interacts with the refuge to sign a proclamation saying they're supportive and proud that we have this wonderful refuge.
The next part of the celebration will be at the Pump House. An impersonator of Will Dilg, who was a key figure in getting the law passed, will perform there in February. Tuesday was Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, allowing people to thank officers for the sacrifices they make for us on a daily basis. Yesterday, officers stopped by the Crucifixion Elementary School in La Crescent so students could get a better understanding of what police officers do. News 8 Now's Michael Germain has that story for us.
This is a great community, great environment. We're here just to talk about what police officers do.
For students at Crucifixion School in La Crescent, today was not your typical Wednesday morning. Students got the opportunity to learn about what police officers do to keep the community safe and what they should do if they find themselves in a dangerous situation.
The sheriff actually his canine dog, and it was really cool. His name's Brutus. He's really cute.
Brutus the canine dog was born in Slovakia and then brought into the United States. A year ago, Brutus attended a 14-week program where he was taught a variety of skill sets, such as finding narcotics, tracking, and apprehension.
But his breed in general, being a German Shepherd, Dutch Shepherd mix, there's natural protectors, and there's very smart dogs. He's still just a dog at the end of the day. He can come into schools, he can let the kids pet him, but there's also a business side to him if need be.
Helping build relationships that go far beyond the classroom.
When I can be out in the community and I see these guys at the grocery store, whether I'm working or not working at the park, and they know who I am and waving, that means they feel comfortable talking to me, and that if they've got questions or need something down the road, that they know that I'm on their side, and if they need me, I'm there for them.
Making the students comfortable in the presence of other police officers.
Well, they need to know that in a stressful situation, that we are there as their friend. We are there as their family.
That was Michael Germain reporting. One officer says it's important to bring the canine to schools in order to curb the perception that these dogs are aggressive. Well, it is 6:37. Here's News 8 meteorologist Jeff Andrews to tell us what to expect on our morning commute. Some snow out there this morning, Jeff.
Yeah, definitely. The city streets still snow covered, a lot of spots. They're working on it. This is I-90 at 16 on Alaska. Tell the roadways got 2 clear lanes, traffic rolling along pretty good. Now, I realize the shots the clarity sometimes is lacking a little bit, but what I want you to get is the road conditions, and it looks like the roads are pretty good. This is I-90 near 61, La Crescent. Your drivecasts, I say caution today, not throwing the red flag or the red light rather. We are looking at some slippery conditions throughout the day for the most part. A little bit of sun's going to help things out. We'll finish out the day pretty good. And why? We had a little bit of snow overnight, generally around a couple inches of snow. We're seeing cloud cover, but there's some breaks in the cloud cover as we get a little further into our day today. It's 26 right now, La Crosse, 27 in Eau Claire. Most spots generally in the middle 20s. We won't go much further than that. Partly sunny skies, northwest breeze today. Tonight dropping down to 19. Snow, I think, is going to hold off for La Crosse till Friday morning. Eau Claire, 26 today. Northwest winds at 10, dropping down to 12. And once again, I think the snow is going to hold off for the most part till we get into our Friday. That's why we have the winter weather alerts. I'll go through that. I have that in your full forecast. That is coming up in just a few minutes.
Well, it is time to look at today's Look Who's 8.
Jerry is turning 80 years old today. He loves to ride his Harley motorcycle, fixing small engines, and to round it out, he makes candles.
Yeah, he's a very talented guy, isn't he? Well, happy birthday to him. And if you know a special someone turning 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, 18, 80, or 88 years old soon, we'd love to feature them.
That's right. Upload their photo, news8000.com. There's an upload photo tab. Submit photo. It's on the homepage. That easy.
And stay with us. Did you know Wisconsin produces 98% of the ginseng in the U.S.? We'll have Wisconsin's Allison Dairyland up with us live next to tell us more.
Hardee's double deals start at $2.99. Choose a double cheeseburger, bacon double cheeseburger, or new barbecue bacon double cheeseburger. $2.99 never looked so good. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
We know you care. But if this is all too real for you and your loved ones, make the call. Because we care too. Home instead. To us, it's personal.
It's the January clearance event at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Big savings on some of the best brands in furniture. We're clearing our showrooms to make way for fresh new introductions, with hundreds of items reduced to their lowest prices ever. Dining rooms and bedrooms from Daniel's Amish and Canal Dover. Sofas and sectionals from Flex Steel and Smith Brothers. And dining by Canadel. Plus the area's best selection of top grain leather from Stressless, Palliser, and Lazy Boy. It's happening now during the January clearance event at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Cold weather and winter winds remind us that old windows and doors are not our friends. New windows and doors, expertly installed by certified installers, bring comfort, convenience, energy savings, and a great new look. Begin now in choosing just the right windows for your home. Order now and avoid the inevitable price increase in the new year. No worries about missing a promotion. The Board Store offers you the best possible price every day and any day. Contact us online or visit our showroom for a prompt free estimate on windows and doors or other home improvements.
Without the right start to your day, your morning could hit a wall.
Is he okay?
I got it.
Belvita breakfast biscuits are baked with slow-release carbs and provide steady morning energy to help you rise and thrive.
Only at Vanguard, you're more than just an investor, you're an owner. That means your priorities are ours, too. Our retirement tools and advice can help you leave a legacy for the ones you love. That's the value of ownership.
I was made for sport. I used to have bounce. And unlike Nutrish Whole Health Blend, I contain nothing that would help your dog live a happy, healthy life. I mean, I used to smell like the can.
Helping dogs, dog healthy.
It's a robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward? Ingenious.
Sardine Fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Glad you're with us on your Thursday morning. It's almost 6:45, 6:42. Light snow fell overnight, a couple inches of snow. This is what's ahead. Winter weather alerts. The area in the pink, that is a winter storm warning across the area. This, a winter storm watch. This is going to change, but this is where we're at right now. I want to keep you ahead of the game, keep you alert. A weather alert day tonight, really into Saturday morning. The snow accumulating, blowing and drifting because we're going to have the winds with that as well. Hazardous travel, that's likely. It makes it hard to clear the roads. They take a swipe and then it blows right back on the roadways. I-90 and south, worse conditions. Right now you can see a little bit of snow. I want to recommend downloading our weather app, Apple App Store, Google Play. It's free. The News 8000 First Warn weather app. You get your weather anytime, anywhere. Keeps you on the go. It's on the go with you. Right now you can see the light snow that we have on CityCam 8 right now. Just light snow for the most part. Here's kind of where it is in the bigger picture. This is developing that I'm watching for. Probably on Friday morning for us. A lot of cloud cover, but there'll be some breaks in the clouds throughout the day today, I suspect. Not an overly sunny day. I'm not expecting that. 26 La Crosse, feels like 21. We've got a light wind from the northwest, about 5 miles an hour. Pretty similar scenario. The roads look pretty good. This is Eau Claire, 27 and cloudy. 19 is what it feels like with the northwest wind at 7 miles an hour. Our steady, sustained winds today, no big deal. But look, as we roll into our day, I'm going to jump right to our Friday morning. The colors brighten up, the numbers increase as well. I see a variety. I just picked this spot out randomly. The point is it's going to be pretty breezy, pretty gusty, especially Friday afternoon, evening, into Saturday morning. 40-mile-an-hour steady winds, yeah, that's like tropical storm winds. Not going to rule it out, but as you can see, it continues into Saturday morning as well for us. We should clear off a little bit today, hopefully. That's what Sky Tracker's showing us this afternoon. The snow moves in. For our area, looks to be, now you see Friday morning, this is towards 9 o'clock on Friday morning with Madison, the Dells, Boscobel, Prairie du Chien, from the southeast to northwest likely. That has to do with where the low is going to be. As we get into Friday afternoon, this is what we're seeing. More widespread across our area as we get into Friday night. Still lingering into our Saturday morning as well. Snowfall potential, less, more, roughly, okay? Eau Claire, maybe 1 to 3 inches. La Crosse could be 3 to 6 inches, maybe a little bit more. Works its way eastern portion of the state. Some spots likely are going to see over a foot of snow. So cloudy for us today, maybe a little bit of sunshine along the way, and the winds northwest at 10 miles an hour. Pretty typical January day for us, but look where we're headed. We've got the alert day on our Friday, maybe 27 for the high temperature on Friday. Friday night dropping down to -7. On Saturday up to 19. Saturday night below 0. We got a few really, really chilly nights in there, Alexandra.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Well, when it comes to New Year celebrations, you may not have thought about one of Wisconsin's top commodities. Ginseng is a specialty root that is grown in Wisconsin, often given as a gift during the Chinese New Year. We're joined this morning by Wisconsin 76 Allison Dairyland, Ashley Hagenow. You're going to tell us a little bit more about ginseng. So thank you for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you so much for having me. And ginseng is the topic this morning. Many of us might not realize that ginseng is one of Wisconsin's top crops. In fact, we are the #1 producer of ginseng for the United States. Wisconsin cultivates right around 98% of ginseng for the United States. And then we also grow about 10% of the world's supply of ginseng. Wow. It's a very fascinating fact. And much of this ginseng is grown in Marathon County, so central Wisconsin region. And this is due to our natural resource base, our climate and geography that truly make Wisconsin an ideal place for growing ginseng. And lastly, it is almost the Chinese New Year. So we are celebrating Wisconsin ginseng in part as because of the Chinese New Year. Those official dates are February 10th through the 24th, and it's celebrated across Asia with many different customs and traditions within each country.
Very cool.
Some ways to use ginseng, suggestions?
There are so many ways to use ginseng, and I love learning about more ways to use Wisconsin ginseng. I have here with us today on display some ginseng powder. You might enjoy ginseng tea, ginseng capsules. There's also some candy. And a recipe that I am using with Wisconsin ginseng is for a cherry morning smoothie. Now this uses some typical smoothie ingredients like spinach, yogurt, bananas, blueberries, cherries, and of course Wisconsin ginseng. You mix this all together in a blender and then it's ready to be enjoyed. You might even be mistaken for a morning person.
Yeah, I know. It sounds so good. Here it is.
I'm thinking, yeah, we got some stuff to partake in here, Alexandra. I was going to ask how to enjoy it. You answered that. Are there ways to find out more information on our own when we A little more time, maybe?
Of course, if you'd like to learn more about Wisconsin ginseng, ways to use this amazing product and recipes, visit the Ginseng Board of Wisconsin's website. That is realwisconsinginseng.com. And during our Alice in Dairyland campaign highlighting Wisconsin ginseng, be sure to give us a follow on social media. We have a lot of fun recipes and ginseng facts to share over the next few weeks.
Great. Yeah, I definitely want to try the cherry smoothie one. That sounds
I have some samples
so
too.
Good. Okay, we can't wait for that. And you actually went to China recently to promote Wisconsin ginseng, so tell us a little bit about that.
Nice.
I did. I had the honor of traveling with the Ginseng Board of Wisconsin to China in the first part of November of last year. We traveled to Taiwan, to Guangzhou, to Shanghai, and eventually Hong Kong to promote Wisconsin agriculture and promote Wisconsin ginseng and why Wisconsin is so unique for growing plenty of high quality ginseng that is recognized all over the world. It was an honor of a lifetime, and I'm so thankful for these incredible experiences while serving as Alice in Dairyland.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us. Tell us again one more time where people can go to learn more information.
If you'd like to learn more about ginseng, visit realwisconsinginseng.com. That is the Ginseng Board of Wisconsin's website. And also give Alice in Dairyland a follow on social media or visit us at aliceinDairyland.com.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you so much.
And we'll be right back after the break. Stay with us.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
With 6 crunchy beef tacos plus a pound of potato olays, our 6-pack in a pound is perfect for date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, camping, tailgates, or any day that ends in Y. Get $2 off the 6-pack in a pound, only from Taco John's.
Honey, where are the kids?
I put them in the furnace so I could figure out why we don't have any heat.
You did what?
Maybe it's that loose wire.
Maybe it's that plug vent.
Maybe it's the bad igniter.
Maybe it's a dirty flame sensor.
Or maybe...
Why don't we just call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning?
Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
With over 50 years of combined experience, G&T services residential and commercial customers within 50 miles of West Salem.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Yeah, but I ordered it online. I did the taking. I did the baking.
There's no I in T money. There is an I in pizza.
Right now, get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
Hey, Dominic here to ask, do you love salt but need to cut back on all that sodium? Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing is the answer, and it's recommended by doctors and dietitians for those on low sodium diets. It tastes like regular salt but with so much less sodium. Use it just like your table salt. Great on corn on the cob, tomatoes, watermelon, and yeah, you could even use it on French fries and everything else you love to salt. Be sure to get your Mini Mini Salt by Pleasing and 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Get out of here.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
Home furniture. There's no place like home.
Welcome back. It's 6:52. Time for your morning news now. Downtown La Crosse's planned LAX food hall will not open due to a legal dispute and eviction filing. The food hall was meant to house multiple food vendors. It was supposed to open last December. Online court records show Great River Property Management filed to evict LAX Food Hall and owner Zachary Switzer Tuesday. LAX Food Hall claims the lease held them responsible only for space upgrades, not overall building upgrades. They released a statement on Facebook saying they encountered major hurdles, including outdated safety codes, asbestos, black mold, and a collapsing floor. The property management company says the food hall stopped paying rent in October and now owes $26,000. They also allege they removed parts of the building without approval. Construction companies also suing after waiting for payments. The eviction case has a hearing on January 26th. Nearly $23 million from the American Rescue and Infrastructure Act has been invested into community projects around La Crosse County. The League of Women Voters of the La Crosse area held a lunch and learn to review how that money was spent. Some of the largest chunks went to a Southside assisted living facility and homeless housing. $12 million, or about half of the fund, went to completely transform the Hillview Terrace assisted living facility. The next largest chunk was $3 million that went toward homeless housing.
We entered an MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, with Catholic Charities and Cooley Cap, and they are administering this money. They are buying properties to place homeless families into the properties for up to 2 years and helping them then get into permanent housing.
Some other things the money supported were stormwater infrastructure, neighborhood revitalization, and solar power for county buildings. Students at Crucifixion School in La Crescent received a special visit from local law enforcement. Police officers stopped by the school and brought along a four-legged friend, Brutus, the canine officer from the Houston County Sheriff's Office. The visit gave students a chance to learn how police keep the community safe and what to do in dangerous situations. They even got to meet Brutus up close.
I think it's important to be here today to give the kids an example of what he's capable of, but also that he's still just a dog at the end of the day.
Yeah. One officer says it's important to bring the canine to schools to curb the perception that these dogs are aggressive. Earlier this morning, we told you about the start. Oh, sorry, Jeff. I'm just, stepping on your toes.
I thought you were going to talk about that snow that you had to brush.
I was going to do the weather, I guess.
That's fine. As long as we get it out there, right? All right, you can see off to that would be the right side of your screen. I guess it depends on your perspective. The snow that we got, inch or two, give or take. Cloud cover with a little bit of sun ahead for our day today. Then this is ahead. Tonight into Saturday morning, a winter storm warning. That's the area in the pink, the rest a watch, and that is going to change, evolve. Prepare yourself for potentially some pretty heavy snow. Then some very cold temperatures, Alexandra.
All right, well now it's my turn. So, earlier this morning we told you about the start of Girl Scout cookie season. Now we're giving you something to dunk those cookies in. That's because today is National Milk Day, one of the world's oldest foods, but it has a special importance here in the dairy state. Wisconsin exports milk to 140 countries. According to research done by the University of Wisconsin, the milk industry in Wisconsin accounts for 154,000 jobs and has a $45.6 billion economic impact. 90% of Wisconsin milk goes into the cheese-making process for the state's award-winning cheese industry. Well, we just had Alice in Dairyland on with us. I'm sure she would like to celebrate, National Milk Day.
Yeah, I didn't know. I knew ginseng was widely grown in the state. I didn't realize it was that much of a contributor to the national and the world.
Yeah,
ginseng
90%.
supply.
Yeah. Pretty interesting
impressive.
there. Yeah, can't wait to try those smoothies.
Oh yeah, a little boost.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We will see you back here at noon. Have a great day, everyone.